and welcome back to the video on the Wrestling and to another edition of AEW Collision Out of 10. Obviously it's starting early today, Collision, because we've got SummerSlam, which is obviously going to take away a lot of viewers. We've still got an interesting looking card. Let's get straight into things. We started things off with Christian coming to the ring, holding his trio title as well as the other two. After trash on the nickel area, he said, "I told you so about winning a title," and he's now going to present the Patriarchy with their belts. He praises Nick Wayne, gives the title to him, hugs him, etc. Moving on to Heel Switch, he appreciates him as a muscle of the group, but he didn't give birth to Nick Wayne, so he goes the title to Mother Wayne. Brutal. Killswitch is not happy about it and was going to do something about it before Brody and Malachi interrupted and made their entrance. Christian dismisses them as a tag team rather than a trio to what he did to Buddy Matthews. Therefore they are not the number one contenders. The lights suddenly go out though and Malachi Black appears with Buddy Matthews. The Patriarchy runs away, but the Bang Bang Gang make their entrance from the opposite direction. Christian and Killswitch get away from the audience, but Kip cuts Nick off and throws him around the ring. House of Black destroys Wayne as they look on in horror, and Bang Bang and House of Black stare each other down. So creating a really interesting dynamic for the titles there, as well as stuff with Killswitch. I think, a great start to the show. It's going to go in multiple avenues, and I'm intrigued to see where it goes. Before we got a video recapping Guevara's return to ROH, before ROH six-man chance obviously won it last week, are interviewed. They agree that Von Erich and Ray's era has begun. Sammy Guevara shows up and says he's trying to earn Dustin's trust. He wants to team with Dustin in ROH. He wants to team with the Von Erichs too in AEW, and Dustin shakes hands. An interesting kind of direction for Guevara, and intrigued to see where it goes. Before there's a recap video of Jericho in disguise attacking Mexico in Mexico before Hologram and Mystico defeated the Premier Athletes. It's a showcase match really, and they got their victory off a 450 splash. But I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Kind of intrigued to see where it all go. With that Mystico Jericho feud, obviously I imagine they faced each other a few times before in the Fed, but I think it's going to be a really interesting feud. I don't know which way it will go, but I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Before Tony Storm came out for a match, but makes a Ryan right for May. Christopher Daniels tries to get Mariah to the back, but Tony dives onto both. May and Storm brawl towards the ring officials to pull them apart. Tony's opponents attack her from behind, and their match is about to begin while Mariah is being held back. Tony quickly recovers and squashes their opponent very quickly. Tony and Mariah stare each other down from a distance after the match. I thought this was really good. Gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Obviously the match wasn't anything to write home about, but you can tell the ferocity of the feud coming from this, and I think that's the main point that I took away from. On the whole, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. That was really great stuff, can't wait for that match. Before there's a video from MJF's visit to Arena Mexico for a match, and see him now repeatedly mocks Mexico as an American hero, as a good old heel. Kyle Fletcher then defeated Brian Cage after scoring a clean win and avoiding Cage's finisher and landing his tombstone variation for a free. This was basically just to build up, obviously, that match against MJF on Dynamite. I think it did a decent job as well. On the whole, a pretty decent segment. Fletcher cut a promo on MJF after the match, calling him a coward. MJF interrupts from the big video board. He calls Carl a typical invader from another country to take anything away from a perfect American. He mocks Carl's accent and offers him a title eliminator match on Wednesday, and he's going to teach you all about it, and that's, you can thank me for later. Say out that match lately, and it's going to be a great match as well. A training video showing with Danielson preparing for his match at Wembley. Jeff Jarrett and his crew interviewed backstage. The rest of his crew wanting to go after Hangman. Jarrett is focused on wrestling Bryan next week and getting him ready for Swerve at Wembley. Swerve is so dangerous in AEW, so Jarrett wants to go hardcore with Danielson in a no rules match. It will be anything goes between Danielson and Jarrett and Dynamite, with Steamboat on commentary, which is going to be a very interesting match. Looking forward to that. Before Claudio Castagnoli defeated Ishii and Moriarty in a three-way match to see who would get a shot at the Continental title. The guys go from having a chop fest to a German suplex contest. Moriarty tries to throw Ishii out of the ring to steal a pin on Claudio, but to no avail. Claudio thanks Lee on a ride for the giant swing. Ishii tries to steal the pin from Claudio. Lee almost rolls up Ishii for a pinfall. It doesn't work on Claudio either. Claudio hits neutralizer on Lee, but Ishii breaks up the fall. Ishii hits the Stein Lariat on Lee, but Claudio drags Ishii out of the ring. Claudio hits a running uppercut on Lee and scores the 3. I thought this was a really good match on the whole. Gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I think the right result, and it's going to be a very intriguing match when we get to it. And I thought, just the quality of the action throughout was top as well. So good stuff. We then had a backstage interview where Layla Gray, as new flight attendant for Top Flight, MXM Collection interrupts Talk Trash. Darius says that outs MXM on their no-fly list. MXS calls for the end of the interview, but strikes a pose on their way out. Good little thing there. I'm enjoying what MXM are doing, and looking forward to seeing more. Before Thunder Rosa defeated Taya Valkyrie, Johnny TV is at ringside, creates a distraction early on to give Taya the advantage. Thunder gets back in it and falls for another Johnny TV distraction later in the fight. Rossa finally attacks TV and then submits Valkyrie in the middle of the ring with a Cobra Clutch variation for the win. Thunder Rossa calls out Deonna Purrazzo. Purrazzo brags about beating her 3 times in a row. Thunder challenges her to a Texas Bull Rope match on Collision. It's immediately made official. So maybe the feud isn't over. We're going to have one more match, and to be honest, I'm not going to complain because that's going to be a really fun match. So 7 out of 10. In our main event, Darby Allin, Mark Briscoe and FTR defeated the Beast Mortos and the Undisputed Kingdom. Mortos continues being awesome, so the fans chanted his name in a big confrontation between Mortos and Briscoe was teased before the match broke down with all 8 men going at it. Mortos takes out T-Baby Faces with a dive and nails Dax with a cannonball in the ring. Roderick Strong calls himself the top guy while mocking Dax. Taven and Bennett then double team Briscoe on the ring apron before Mortos with a frog splash on Dax from the F4, and Dax finally landed a spiraling buster before making a hot tag to Darby. Briscoe and Mortos take each other out with a double clothesline, and nobody's on the apron for Darby, so he takes a 3-on-1 beating. Wheeler suddenly pulls Strong out of the ring. Darby, Wheeler and Briscoe take turns to go through the ropes on the heels. Briscoe hits the froggy bar on Taven, and Darby follows up with a coffin drop for the win. Dax grabbed the mic afterwards and calls FTR the heart and soul for AEW. That brings out the Acclaimed, who disagree. Caster asks what FTR are doing, and they were fighting at Blood and Guts. He says Dax's body is failing and Cash isn't good enough to be on the TV showing his partners out. Bowen says they don't give a shit about FTR's legacy, they care about building their own. The Acclaimed is the heart and soul in AEW. FTR doesn't get to cut the line for a tag team shot against the Young Bucks. The Acclaimed already have a 1-0 record against FTR, and punches now being thrown. Briscoe breaks up and says they need to show unity because that's what the Elite wants. FTR offers a handshake. Duddy Ass pulls the Acclaimed out of the way as they walk out of the ring without accepting a handshake. So very intriguing dynamic going on there, and I'm looking forward to seeing where that all leads. I have to say, I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. A really fun match, and an interesting close to the show too. Overall, AEW Collision gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought, this was a really good episode of Collision. To be honest, I thought we had some quality action there and some intriguing storylines going forward, like the FTR Acclaimed one, which I just mentioned. So on the whole, good stuff, and gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.